Let's trace the one that's here. Baseline, midpoint, baseline, midpoint, dot. 1, 2, 3, dot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll show that again, this time stroke by stroke. The first stroke starts at the baseline and curves to the midpoint. Again, starts at the baseline, curves to the midpoint. The second stroke retraces part of that. It's a downstroke. It goes from the midpoint to the baseline back to the midpoint. End by dotting the eye. And the dot should be somewhere between the midpoint and the ascender line. Let's take a look at some non-examples of the letter I. What's the problem with this one? You guessed it, the slant is not enough of a slant. You need it to be more curved this way. What's the problem with this eye? Well, this one's gone too high. Again, you want it only up to that midpoint. The problem with this eye? It's almost there. But if you look at these eyes, they have a small triangle there, a small mountain there. So we want to keep a little space. It would normally go that much. Let's look at one more. 1, 2, 3. Now you try. Now let's look at how to connect the eye. The eye begins normally. Now it ends with the hook. This part right here is going to start the next letter. If you're connecting to the eye, it'll connect with whatever letter came before it. Let's do a string of I's since it's the only letter we know right now. I'll start with one I, and in English you'll never see two I's in a row. Second I. Now the second I still needs to end with a hook. Dot the last I that you wrote, and then work backwards to the beginning. So where exactly is the I in this letter? Well, here's one of the I's. Here's the second I. Everything in between are just connectors. There's the start line, and then there's the hook. You need a hook regardless of whether there's a letter coming up or not. You always end with a hook. Let's look at three I's. Here's the first I, 1, the second, the third, and then you need to end with a hook. You only dot the ones that are actual I's. So here's one I, two I's, three I's, and the hook. Now you try.